Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm a friend of your shop teacher. I am a pilot, I'm a physics professor, and I'm a man who loves to work with my hands. These are unprecedented and unusual times dealing with this COVID virus, and it's changing the way education is being presented. Especially it's difficult for a shop teacher who has to have you working with your hands. So my motto in life, and it's worked all my 82 years, is that work for what you want, be happy with what you get. What we've got is a situation where you're going to have to work at home. You can't go into the shop and use the school tools. You have to find some of your own materials to do things. So this is what I want to suggest to you. I started out life as an Oklahoma farm worker. I worked in the fields. Yo puedo hablar español muy bien porque trabajé con mexicanos. I speak Spanish because I worked in the fields. I never thought I'd be a college professor. I never thought I would be a airline pilot. But I thought for sure I would be somebody who built houses and made things with my hands. So when I went into high school, I first took a shop class and a welding class because that's what I thought I would do for the rest of my life. It was my wonderful teachers who convinced me that I could do whatever I wanted to do. And so I pursued a more advanced education. Well, how do we deal with the virus and the isolation that we're in right now? The first thing I think you students should do is to create your own toolbox and acquire your own tools. Make them your own. Put them in your own box. Don't let anybody else have them. When I was in high school, I built this toolbox. Here it is. I've had it ever since 1956. That's a long, long time. It's carried my tools to work when I built houses. It's carried my tools to the shop when I was a cabinet maker. It still carries my tools. And my suggestion to you, to help your teacher help you, you have to be partners now. To help your teacher help you, make yourself a toolbox. Find yourself some basic tools, and then you can work at home by yourself or with your parents, and you can create things. Remember, if you can work with your hands, you can always get a job. That's the theme. So I think a basic set of tools is kind of what I have here. You need a hammer. You need a framing square. You need a normal square. Maybe even a little block plane would be fine. You need a few small tools. You need a tape measure. You need a Phillips screwdriver and a regular screwdriver. You need a small collection of screws. First of all, you need a coping saw. You're going to start with small projects. This will be wonderful for small projects. Get yourself a normal saw, and that will help you break down large pieces of wood into smaller ones. Get yourself a small crowbar, and get yourself a rasp. This is a multi-purpose rasp that is rough and fine so that you can smooth things. If you can, get a hacksaw, and that will be used for cutting nails. And if you can, get yourself a level. You never know when you have to have level. And I would suggest to you to support your own education and to support your teacher in providing you the best opportunity under these circumstances, that you acquire as much of this stuff as you can. If you don't have it, you can't get it, you don't have the money, let your teacher know, let me know. I'll do whatever I can to support you to get these things. Then make yourself a toolbox. It doesn't have to be a big fancy one like this, but make a toolbox so that you can carry the things with you in one place and everybody knows that it's yours. I think this will be a marvelous opportunity for you, your teacher, and your parents to become creative and to make something special out of the isolation environment that we're in. Thank you very much for listening. I hope this is helpful.